It's time for Hobby Talk.
Hobby Talk.
Where we talk about Star Wars trading cards in the cargo bay. How are you, BC?
I'm doing good. Hey, B!
Sorry, if you're watching us on YouTube, I'm making some hand motions because I have some sound cues over here that Brady can't hear, but I can. So, we're trying some new things here in the cargo bay, BC.
We're stepping up our game for you, dear listener or watcher. So, again, we appreciate you. Thanks for being part of the cargo bay.
That's right. And trying to, reward our listeners a little bit. And another new thing that we're doing is, BC, we had our first giveaway.
You said a giveaway?
That's right, BC.
Free stuff directly from the cargo bay?
Free stuff from the cargo bay, and not just anything free, but a numbered trading card from the very hot Star Wars Topps Chrome Galaxy. We raffled a numbered refractor of escaping the ATSTs. So that will be going to our winner, Ursa. Ursa, thank you so much for emailing us, thecargobaypod at protonmail.com. BC, we had 3 entries.
Three
entries for this raffle, and we'll be doing more. So if you're out there hearing this, we're still on the ground floor, but we're growing. So get into these raffles early while you can. How about that? And you know what, BC? I've just decided I'm gonna put another raffle on the table right now. You ready for this?
Whoa, you're getting spicy.
Are you ready for this? And this is spicy. This is very spicy here. This is the 66 of 75, the Wrath of Maul. This is a Prism Refractor here. I love 66 on Sith cards here, BC. So this is a hot item. Will be raffled. Email us the secret passcode.
Can I give the code? Can I make the code?
Yeah. Can we wait until later in the episode so they have to listen to more?
Yeah, that's right, you fools. I'm just kidding. We love you. But do stick around for that secret code.
That's right. You have to put up with our content if you want the prize. But congratulations again, Ursa.
Put up with. We're fun hang.
That's right.
I think.
Yeah.
Don't just go skipping around trying to find where that code is. Stay. Listen. We promise. We'll get you in. We'll get you out. We'll get you that code. But just hang out for a little bit, and then you'll get your code. All right.
We're gonna give you some news about Star Wars cards. We're gonna occasionally rub the sleep from our eyes as it's very early in the morning for us. We're usually doing this on not much sleep, but that doesn't mean we don't give you the facts. So should we get into news first, BC?
Let's get into the facts. Let's get into the news. So again, if you're tuning into the Cargo Bay Hobby Talk Weekly, you're getting the updates on Star Wars cards as they are releasing this year. You could have got that sweet pre-sale price on the Topps Finest for $200 if you were listening to us. Those are now $300 pretty much across the board wherever you can find those. The big news on that is originally, again, we love a good release date on a product release for Topps whenever they try to sell us something. We love you, Topps. Come talk to us. Originally slated the end of May, beginning of June, Topps Star Wars Finest is now scheduled to come out on the 29th of July. The 29th famously being a date that they always just end up punting on anyway, so who knows if the 29th of July is going to stick, but that has been moved back. Beskar Chrome Mandalorian whatever edition is scheduled for July 6th. Again, who knows? Yeah. We'll see if that holds true.
Speaking of punting, Bounty Hunters was punted to the 25th of this month. We'll see if that's gonna hold, but it's been kicked down the road several times. But BC, I had forgotten. I have a couple of these boxes coming. I hope.
Yeah.
they're 8 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. I didn't remember that. That's a nice pack count in those. So I'm hoping those finally release. The 2021 Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. For your sake, because I know you've been waiting since must be 15 years now. Yes. Those cards have been scheduled to be released for 15 years.
I ordered these when I was in college.
Yeah, so a lot of cards, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Was that similar to like a pack count for the Battle Plans box? Wouldn't it be?
No.
Aren't those hobby? There's a lot of packs.
I guess maybe so. I only open blaster boxes of Battle Plans, so I guess I wouldn't know.
Yeah, worth looking into. The final product that we're tracking at the moment, Book of Boba Fett, November 23rd, which means probably sometime Q2 2023 is when we would expect that to actually be released.
BC, a little news on that. I went ahead and ordered a couple boxes. That's right, over on Steel City Collectibles. So.
And you didn't tell me.
I just did that last night,
son
BC.
of a gun. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to pre-order my own.
Here's the deal, BC. I got 2 boxes, thinking, maybe when it comes down to it, I'll just send one of these to BC. Like, if that's, if the prices go up or whatever.
I say, we're developing the cargo hold because we've got personal cargo bay boxes coming to the cargo bay hold of finest Chrome Beskar. I think if we stick another one of these in our cargo bay hold, for one day, either we sell them or we just have a you and me in person, just binge fest a pack opening. I think that's certainly an option too. So something to think about. So I'll get on my pre-order for that. The other thing I was gonna say, we're seeing these dates pushed back. It's making me sad. It's making me real sad. I was looking into buying something to open. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I will pull the trigger on some Battle Plans. At an agreeable price. You know my beef with this.
That's right,
VC. Because there are prices that are good, there are prices that are bad. I want to pay as low a price as I can because that's just the kind of guy I am. So, especially for something like Battle Plans, which I know is mostly just paper cards, maybe a rinky-dink autograph, and some other manufactured hit. But I've got an itch, and I feel like I gotta scratch it. So
we gotta open some packs.
Yeah, for sure. So I think maybe I'll commit to it. Find the best deal I can find online, and then we can do an opening of some kind at some point. So
I ordered 3 blasters of Mandalorian Season 2. And I have an open request with the Postal Service about that because it was delivered by USPS. Praises be, love USPS, but they do manage to deliver our mail every day. But for some reason, they have had an issue delivering this package. They can't get into the gate to deliver the package. So anyway, I don't know. It's been sad because those cards haven't arrived. But if you're also out there looking for cards to rip at a reasonable price, it's time for Adam's Deal of the Week.
Deal of the Week!
Oh, that's right, BC. Last week I mentioned that you can buy a box of like 1 million boxes of Rogue One on Steel City for $300. You can also, they have now slashed the prices, or at least new to my knowledge, for $15 a blaster box. Get Rogue One blaster boxes over there. So, I imagine that'd be a fun rip. I always like the potential for something cool in what I'm opening. And, I mean, come on, there could be cool autograph in there potentially. I don't know what the base set is, really. I haven't taken a ton of time looking at those cards. I mean, I've seen them, but that's a fun, cheap thing to open up potentially.
Yeah, shout out to Fun Cheap Rips. Can I do a quick divergence?
Yes.
On a Fun Cheap Rip?
Yes, please do, BC.
And forgive me, this is not strictly Star Wars related. It is hobby and card related, however.
Let me say this, BC. As someone who is a non-sport collector exclusively, I am always glad for you to give us a little input as to what's happening in the biggest card collecting world. Like, I think it's relevant, all right? I think this is good stuff to have in Hobby Talk.
All right, so what I did this week was I had a honey-do list on my day off this week. You know, honey-do this, honey-do that. And so I'm running my errands, okay? As I'm running my errands, if I'm going to Target, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop by the card aisle every single time.
That's right.
Now, as a lot of my hobby enthusiasts are aware of, it's been a barren wasteland for months now, over a year at this point. You'll be lucky to find a blaster of some Topps baseball cards, maybe a stray fat pack of something.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. I timed it just right when I walked in on this rainy day to the Target, and I found a product that I was very excited to see on the shelves. This is the Topps Champions League 2021-2022 blaster. I'm a big soccer fan.
Yeah.
Supporter of Liverpool myself. So I know I've got some Liverpool players in this product. As a matter of fact, they're going to be going to the Champions League final, which is very exciting. And so I saw
Liverpool.
just a full, just beautiful 9 blasters sitting there, right? Just they took 9 blasters out, set them up there, untouched. And I said, I'm probably going to spend some money on some cards today.
Yeah.
Because I was just out and I was running around. So I grabbed one from the front, grabbed one that was right in the middle, and I said, these are the ones. These are the ones I'm getting. So I checked out. They were $25 a box, and I was like, I thought they were going to be $20. The prices are going up. What's happening? But I was like, it's too late. I've committed $50, 2 boxes of Topps paper soccer cards. I'm just going to enjoy the rip. So I did. I enjoyed the rip. Because I'm a junkie, I sat in my car and I opened them. And what's this? I'm opening the back of the pack and I see something that's a little different from the backs of the other packs. I'm looking and it says, you have just received an autographed card. And I was like, whoa! Okay, that's big for just a blaster.
Yeah, I pulled an Admiral Akbar out of a retail blaster, and it was exciting as heck, even though it was,
Dude, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh. I was like, I wasn't quite shaking, but I was like in shock, because like I've never pulled an autograph out of a blaster before. And lo and behold, it is a 38 of 99. Now, this may not mean anything to a lot of people, but if you're a soccer fan, you'll know that Pedri, who plays for Barcelona, one of the biggest clubs in the world, is one of the biggest like rising stars in soccer. And I looked at that and I was like, what just happened to me?
Yeah, that's a beautiful card too, Casey. Like, it's just a really attractive card and a great auto, man. That is like a beautiful autograph.
Yep, good
perfectly
looking auto.
Centered on the sticker.
Like, good looking auto, inscription of the number. My only complaint is it came out with a couple of corners that are definitely not pristine.
Yeah.
But the card itself looks amazing. I mean, it's not gradable, but it's looks fantastic in a one touch. It's a great player. It's a great autograph. I'm going to be holding on to it for a little while. I looked at recent sold listings, about $600 for an of 99, which, like, it blew my mind that was sitting in a blaster, and it's that rare like experience of like, I know I'm just sinking money into cards that aren't going to be valuable, and then you pull something and you're like, whoa, dreams do come true. It finally happened to me. But
I haven't had that experience yet. I think the closest I had to that was pulling the I don't know. I don't think I've had that experience yet, PC.
Yeah, I mean, the 5 of 5 that I pulled was pretty...
Yeah, that was wild.
Pretty wild. But this is, like... Because I'm looking at... Because I was like, how did I do this? Because the pack odds, and this is a blue foil board Ultimate Stage autograph, 1 in every 906 packs. And so you definitely... never tell me the odds. Let's take it back to Star Wars. Because those odds were defied, and I've got this sick, sweet Pedri card. I will be watching his career with much more enthusiasm now.
With great interest.
With very great interest, because it was just so cool to pull an auto out of just a random blaster. It's why we collect is that chase, and like to have that hit, like an actual junkie, was really cool and very exciting. So that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna bring it back into Star Wars now. So that was part of my hobby for the day, was going and doing that. And the other thing I did was I went and picked up the Kenobi issue 1 from Marvel from my local comic book store. So I purchased for myself because I was feeling like a big spender after pulling a Pedri autograph. I grabbed a variant cover, nice. And then I grabbed a copy for you, and I grabbed a copy for our buddy Levi, who is also looking for a copy of that. So I will get that to you at some point.
Take your time.
I got to figure out the best way to send a comic book, but so went ahead and grabbed that too. It was an exciting hobby day for me. I was riding that high like all of Wednesday, just being like, I pulled a great autograph. I hope one day I can replicate that in a Star Wars product. But for now, in terms of my other kind of focus of collecting, which is soccer stuff, I was like, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's awesome, BC. That was it blew me away when you sent me that picture. It's just a great looking card. It's pretty incredible to get something that's worth more than what you paid, because that is not the experience, I had.
Very rarely is that the experience. Yeah, we're talking about buying a box of battle plans. And it's like, well, that's a sunk cost of about the entire cost of the box. So, but that's not what it's about for us. We like the collecting part of it, and when you do happen to have something that could make you some money, you go, maybe I'll sell it and buy some more.
Well, speaking of that, BC, I made my sale of the 1 of 25 purple refractor of Jedi a la Kurosawa. I put that up for auction. It went for $690, graded as an SGC 9. I've shipped that out. I hope the buyer got it. I think that's a good price for the buyer and for myself at where the market is. Seems fair to me. But let me get into this. And BC, I want to say this: got to stop doing so many Galaxy Chrome updates unless there's something crazy happening. In general, I am seeing prices drop a little bit, which is refreshing. But a video came out of the 1 of 1 selling for $16,000. The videos on YouTube, it was posted to the Facebook group we're in, and there were a lot of people like, I'm not gonna give this a click, and like that's understandable, but it is like, it's as someone who's interested in the hobby, it's worth watching because it's the video is from the seller. I think he calls himself the great curator. But
humble, yeah.
Well, I mean, it is like, it's definitely, this is like an attempt to bring attention to the Star Wars card market. That is, we've got some outside like investors, we've got great curators who are trying to kind of bust open this card market. There's a lot in the video about how it's what's good for the hobby. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. I like there being more attention. I would like for Star Wars cards to get more attention, but I can understand why that might be not what a lot of people want, right? They just want cheaper cards, which is more than fair, I think.
I think it's totally fair. And I watched this video too and was just kind of like, it's a super produced YouTube, whatever. Like, it's fine. Yeah. The price is still astonishing to me. And I get like, I want to bring attention to the market because I own a giant core of the market and can sell it for what I want, but because I am the great curator. But the other thing is like, yes, by all means, bring more people into collecting Star Wars. I think the problem, or the thing that I would caution anyone who's getting into Star Wars cards is, don't get your hopes up about Star Wars card prices. Yeah, because this Chrome Galaxy thing has been a pump beast that's all its own. It happens to have the thing going for it that the cards are awesome, right? Like that's the thing about Star Wars Chrome Galaxy that's driven a lot of it, is those cards are awesome. Across the board, most other Star Wars cards, apart from like really high-end autographs and other like one-of-ones, the value that I think people are like wanting to pump up is just not there.
Yeah.
Now there's value in Star Wars cards, but I certainly get the like, hey, stay off my corner if all you're doing is making a box of Mandalorian Season 2 go to $150.
Yeah.
Because if you open it, you're going to be heartbroken. If you open Masterworks, you're probably going to be heartbroken. Like the prices that speculators want to come in and be like, hey, there's so much room for this to grow. If you open a box of this, you're probably going to get screwed with your pants on. And that's just the fact of it. So like, by all means, join the hobby. But if you're going to spend any amount of money on a hobby box, be prepared to be just incredibly heartbroken if you don't love Star Wars cards.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, the Marvel cards are obviously a thing, and I'm not saying I understand that, but like the Star Wars market for memorabilia is massive. Like Star Wars
Huge.
Fans have other places to spend their money, right? And
toys, Legos, props, replicas,
lightsabers,
posters,
$200 lightsabers.
Yeah, I mean, everything you can think of. Yeah,
there's lots of things to commemorate this franchise. I've said before, I think the autograph market has got to be wildly oversaturated. Like, can't be that many people who need but it seems like a lot of people collect a lot of the same autographs. So I don't know. I don't have a feel for the size of the market. I get it that it could be the next thing to hit and take off, but yeah, I don't think so. I think Chrome Galaxy prices will hold to a reasonable degree as those cards keep coming out. But yeah, I don't know. It's all a mess out there, and I'm gonna stop spending so much, giving so much attention to it. I am glad that I was able to sell that card, BC. Wasn't always my plan to, but I think I made 10 times what I bought the card initially for, and well over 6 times my total investment on the card.
Right.
So that was good because I used that money to buy some more cards, and I want to introduce a new feature, BC.
Oh, please do.
I'm gonna call it Adam's Vault.
Oh.
Now this is the deal, BC. I have made a high dollar purchase.
Hi-yo.
And I am not going to tell you what it is until I am either gloating about it or I am like, I did something stupid. And I promise I will tell you when I reach either one of those places.
Wait, so Adam's Vault is just a tease?
Adam's Vault is just a tease, baby.
Oh. So you bought something that you're not going to share with anybody.
Nope. Not until I am embarrassed about it or very glad I did it.
Okay, can I see it off air?
No.
What? Come on. You have... We're in the cargo bay. You got to tell me what's going on.
You think? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
we can keep it from our 6 viewers. That's fine. That's not a problem.
I'll consider it.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that was Adam's Secret Vault.
That's right. That's
Brought
right.
to you by Low Dump Stew. Use the Cargo Bay pod at checkout for 10% off your Low Dump Stew subscription service.
Oh, BC, do you want to give the secret code out now?
Yeah, I think the secret code...
For the giveaway?
For the giveaway, email the secret code for the Darth Maul 66 of 75.
And it's in great shape, BC.
Email the secret code execute order 66 to the cargo bay pod at protonmail.com.
That's right. And
it's a good looking card.
You could win it. It's a good card. It's gradable.
Yep. Send me, or have you done photos of it by any chance?
I have not, but I will send you photos.
Cool.
We'll have this thing firing on all cylinders.
I'll add it to the official Cargo Bay Instagram format.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing to be completely transparent. I'm going to be running promotions for this on TikTok. I'm going to make people retweet us on Twitter or whatever. So hopefully there will be some more people entering into this raffle. But hey, it's still a small pool for a free card, so give it a shot.
Yeah, our last raffle had 3 entrants, so you had a really good chance of winning.
That's right.
So make sure you enter the secret code Execute Order 66 to our email address at thecargobaypod@protonmail.com.
Woohoo! VC, I got one more thing to cover.
Do you have any non-secret cards?
I do.
Okay, good.
I got my newest issue of Non-Sport magazine.
It's the magazine everyone's talking about these days.
That's right, BC. I wish I knew where I stuck the dang thing. But the magazine was a little beefier than usual. It was good to see, and a lot of the key sales were on Star Wars cards. Star Wars cards showing up more than they have in the past. I'll say that. So, anyway, it was a nice issue, and usually they say, hey, you get this promo card, and what they mean is it's a business card, like a poorly printed business card, or at least it has been in the last 2 issues for some card shop. I finally got a promo card, and It is of a set I am very interested in, the Cryptozoic Middle Earth cards. This is a beefy thing. I don't know what point it is. I'm not an expert on that yet, but
that's pretty solid, huh?
Heavy card. Yeah, I got this nice embossed thing here. This is Bilbo Baggins. It's a good looking card. I would like to get a box of this, but they call it super premium, so I don't think I'm gonna have a shot at getting a box of this because it's like autographs and relics.
I don't like the name of that.
Well, you are guaranteed a sketch, an autograph, and a relic, I think, per box, so it's gonna be like super expensive, but at least I got this one card to look at, so that was nice. And I also got a promo card for Ultraman Series 2.
Hopefully it's better than Ultraman Series 1.
Yeah, really pitiful cards. I'm joking. I don't know anything about Ultraman really, except for the bare bones basics.
Sorry to our Ultraman head fans out there. We did not mean to take a stray shot at Ultraman Series 1. But it happened, so apologies. I similarly am a huge Lord of the Rings fan, less so The Hobbit.
Yeah, not a big fan of those.
But it is certainly a product I would be interested in at a reasonable price. But if it's going to be super premium, whatever, maybe priced out of that. But we'll keep our eye on it, obviously, and any updates. Like you all know, any updates that catch our fancy, we will let you know here on the Cargo Bay Pod. So as soon as those come up for pre-order, we'll keep our eye on it and let you know. Can I tell you one of my hobby Grail cards?
Yeah.
Is the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, Aragorn autograph.
Yeah.
Now, these come up every once in a while on the eBay, but have been priced at such a high price that I've been like, maybe later. But that card specifically is one that I'm like, I remember seeing that whenever those movies came out and being like, this is the coolest trading card of all time. And I still want it. So that exists in my monkey brain from my memory of just wanting to have that card. So I do always, every once in a while, throw in a search on eBay, just be like, are any of these around? Is anyone selling an Aragorn Fellowship of the Ring autograph?
Yeah, it would be sick to have any of the Fellowship.
I mean, it's all of the Fellowship signed for that series. Like Ian McKellen has an autograph in there. Peter Jackson's autograph. Like it's one of the greatest autograph sets of all time, and it's one that I'd be like, I would love nothing more than to have that like in a glass display and be like, hey, Smithsonian, you want some of this? Yeah, that's. I mean, I love.
Too bad, Rings, so. Smithsonian.
Too bad. I got it
Go
here.
Cry
in my apartment. Quick follow up. Any updates on UV protection?
BC, it's gonna take some serious digging to do this. I've decided to order living set cards to do my test on. I think paper cards will obviously age more quickly. So I'm going to order the cheapest, or I may even just go old school, paper Star Wars cards in terrible condition. I just need the same card 5 times to run my own UV testing.
I can send you some triplicates, I can dig some stuff up. Yeah.
Anything you've got a triple of, I've decided I'm going to lay them in direct sunlight over the course of several weeks. Take them in and out every day. But also, if you out there have any info, like a definitive source on UV protection for cards, I would like to know about it. Because I got cards that I want to protect. I'm kind of, particular about stuff like that.
Including a secret card that you're not going to tell anyone about.
BC. Isn't that fun?
Son of a... I mean, for fun. You, it's not fun for anybody else.
I think it is fun because there is a potential that in 2 months I'm like, remember the vault? I was real stupid.
No, I think let people know, and then if your stupidity bears out over time, then we'll get to go on that journey with you.
BC. I'll tell you when I'm really embarrassed about it or not. But
on a scale, like, okay, let's just try to pull a little bit out of this. I mean, how embarrassed are you now? Like, was the decision to do what you did, was it like, this is bad? Or were you like, I know what I'm doing, I feel good about it?
No, this is a card that I take out and look at every day for like a long time, and I'm like, wow, this has got to be one of the prettiest cards in the world.
Autographed or non-autographed?
Non-auto.
Okay. Numbered parallel?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know I'm about these numbered parallels, BC, but that's as much as I'm giving you because I have one other update and we're running out of time.
All right,
BC, Figaro and I, Figaro, my SO, whose real name I'm not using because I keep forgetting to ask her if I can use her real name on this horrible podcast.
Whoa! Straight shots at the cargo bay.
I'm joking.
Cargo,
it's Ray shielded. They're bouncing around. I hit myself. So looking around on eBay, I've seen ads for these like presidential hair clipping cards, right?
Totally. Yeah,
DNA and I'm
cards.
like, what's the deal on this? So my non-sport magazine comes in. It has an ad for this George Washington like box set coming out, or these boxes of George Washington cards. I look into it. This is real stuff, and this is how they do it. This is how they do their relics. One, there is a lot of presidential hair out there, apparently, and you can cut them into tiny little pieces, right? Like, it's DNA confirmed. But what I'm really interested in is this promises there are 6 full George Washington autographs, like full clipped George Washington autographs in the whole set. And then what they do is they take documents like letters, that someone sold a long time ago, and they cut tiny pieces of them. Or they take an autograph and they cut like a corner of it. Or what they also do is they take something that like maybe it was a legal deed that George Washington signed, and they cut the whole document into tiny squares and say this is a relic of a George Washington touched piece of paper. Now, I have some qualms. I have some issues with George Washington, as I do with most founding fathers. I would love, if I was gonna pick something like this to buy, I would go for John Adams. I'm a John Adams guy. If I'm gonna pick a founding father.
Love the HBO series.
Yeah,
Shout
one
out
of my
John
favorites.
Adams and Paul Giamatti's performance as John Adams.
But I was talking to Figaro, and putting all that aside, we're just kind of interested in it, right? It's like we like opening cards together, and it's really exciting, the idea of like, look, it's George Washington's hair. And so it's like, let's just look this set up. Steel City Collectibles, it's $20 for a blaster box of this stuff on pre-order. $20.
Are you getting any guaranteed hairs or clippings in a blaster? Or
I don't think so. I don't think you're getting any guarantees, but the amount of different like parallels that they have, I'm sure you're going to at least get like a signed document if you get a couple boxes. I could be wrong. But it's a lot of cards per box. So we ordered a couple boxes just for fun, just to see what this is about. Again, a dubious, like ethically, just all over the place. I don't know, like cutting up a bunch of old historic documents and selling them or whatever. I mean, it's not that historic. Again, I'm sure it's like, this is like a who knows what that they cut into 9 million tiny pieces.
I had to sign my name on this deed for when I purchased 18 pounds of grain.
I thought you were going to say something else that was going to make me really uncomfortable.
No, the slave documents are obviously burned to protect the legacy of our founding fathers who never did anything wrong, ever.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, it's a weird product, and I'm really excited to
totally
take a crack
jacked.
at it.
That sounds amazing. I have seen some of these presidential relics things floating around, but this is a George Washington exclusive product?
Yes, it is. It is a George Washington exclusive product. It's
That's
like a big
cool.
base set. I think you can buy like educational base sets, like that. Like you can buy. So it was confusing. You could buy a box that was a guaranteed base set plus some parallels, but it didn't mention any chance at the relics. Whereas the blaster boxes had per pack odds. So I just got some blaster boxes. But.
That's exciting. I just can't wait for us to be able to open some stuff. So I'm gonna look into ordering some cards.
Well, BC, I spent some of that money. I from that Kurosawa card.
Yeah.
I blew some cash on cards because we got the eBay up and rolling.
Nice. Yeah, I need to lower the price of my card too so I can buy some stuff. But we can talk about that later. And I think that's all we got.
Yeah. PBDO, you got.
Quick, this came in from you to me. Captain America, #1, Pop 1, smacking Hitler right in the face. That's an SGC 10. That's a shelfer for life. I love this card.
Yeah.
It's super exciting. It is literally the only one in the world at the moment, so pretty jazzed about it.
That's such a beautiful card, VC. Again,
love it.
So rad that got a 10. I think that's it for me as well, BC. But yeah, check us out on the socials. Please like and subscribe or do whatever that stuff is. We really appreciate y'all listening, joining us here in the Cargo Bay. And hey, PBDO,
bemoan,
get us on out of here, would you? Bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks, BBDO.
bemoan.